Babies are about 6 weeks old. All of them are doing awesome. Super fast little buggers. I just got them misting them down, that's why it's wet in here. Get them someplace where they can hide and get some cover. But I'm about to give them mealworms for the first time. I don't know how voracious they'll be. Usually if I throw crickets in here, they are all over them. So we'll see how they do once they see the wiggling mealworms going on. So that's also some grub pie in there, obviously. As I've mentioned many times in the past, iguanas of the genus Tenosaura are more omnivorous than their cyclura and green iguana counterparts, or cousins. And insects is a primary part of their diet when they're young. So a lot of people say iguanas don't eat meat and you shouldn't feed them meat, but that's just not the case with this genus of iguana. So what I'm going to do now is set my camera up on a tripod, and we'll see if we can catch them chowing down on some wiggly mealworms once they notice them. So sped that up a little bit, a little mini feeding frenzy, if you will. I'll come back later, and I imagine all those mealworms will be gone, and most of that grub pie as well. But the babies are doing awesome. They are available. I do need to sell them. They're not going to be able to stay together, this many of them, and this 20 long for much longer. So available to good homes. Send me a message if you're interested, and we will work something out. Hopefully there's some warm days coming up so that I can ship them off to you. So entering the area that I have in the garage that I have wrapped to keep nice and warm during the winter months when I have the guys inside. And Bosk definitely knows what those yellow tongs are for. But Bosk and Tiamat are doing awesome out here in their customcages.com hybrid enclosure. So we'll go ahead and see if these guys want some grub pie to begin with. And it's always a tricky proposition trying to do this one-handed, so I'm going to set my little tripod up and see if I can make this happen a little more gracefully. And all that racket in the back is Lucky. She knows it's feeding time here on a good Sunday. Hey, big boy. Hey, buddy. There you go. Make sure I'm... Oh, easy. Okay. Here comes Tiamat. Here you go, pretty girl. Oh. Easy, easy. Always got to be careful when I do this. I don't want anybody to get bit. You know, if I get bit, that's just the cost of doing business with these guys. I don't want Bosk to actually accidentally bite Tiamat or vice versa. Come on, you gonna let Tiamat have some? Of course, I'm holding the camera again, so if it's a little shaky, I apologize. Come on, pretty girl. Would you let Tiamat get some? Let's try switching hands here. Get some grub pie. There you go. Get it in there. Good girl. Here you go, big boy. I only have a few super mealworms left, so I'm going to save them for Lucky. She's been laying in for a leg, so I want to get her fattened up, get some more calcium back in her. Let these guys have as much grub pie as I'll take. I think Tiamat's about to come out and go exploring, which if I was in the back room wouldn't be a big deal, but I don't want her to get out here in the garage. It's proved to be difficult to... Here you go, buddy. I'm gonna put this in here for you. There you go. All right. Easy. Where are you going, pretty girl? No, I don't want you coming out. There you go. Let me set the camera down a second before we have a problem here. What are you doing, pretty girl? Hi. Hi. Bosk, you stay there like a good boy. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm just trying to give you some fresh water. Hey, buddy. No. Beautiful girl. Beautiful, Tiamat. Okay. There you go. Alright. Hey, big guy. Come here, you. Oh. There you go. Beautiful girl. Beautiful, Tiamat. Okay. There you go. Alright. Hey, big guy. What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? Hey, big boy. Hey, buddy. Hey, come here. So a lot of people ask, how big do they get? You know, Bosk is about 5 years old. He's probably pushing about 30 inches. Maximum size listed for this species in a lot of literature is 3 feet. So, you know, reptiles keep growing throughout their entire lifespan. Could he get another 6 inches on them? I imagine, but as they get older, their growth slows down. Lifespan, I've seen 10 to 15 years. You know, their cyclura cousins can live 40, 50. Iguanas, I know 20, 25. Green iguanas, that is. So I'm hoping to get at least 10 more years out of these guys. You know, that'd be 15. If they live to be 20, that would be awesome. I just love this iguana. Look at the camera, dude. Hey, buddy. But great pet iguana. I don't handle them as much probably as I should to tame them down, but as you can see, pretty mellow. And put your tail back. I'm going to go ahead and slide this shut. I definitely got to do some cleaning on the glass. They're blowing their salt excretion all over the place. Brought in some house plants that I had in the outdoor enclosures inside to survive the winter, tropical house plants. Space is at a premium out here. It's not the best looking thing in the world, but it'll do until I can get them back outside. But it is definitely warm out here. It's an unseasonably warm day here in Virginia. It's supposed to get up to the upper 60s, low 70s today. I gotta give them some fresh water. They tend to defecate and kick all kinds of cypress mulch into their water. You know, take out their food from yesterday. There's Pretty Lucky. She's doing great. As you can see, she's very thin. She's been laying in for her legs, so I'm going to give her some super worms here in a moment. Try to get her a little more weight back on her. Iguanas are doing awesome. I showed you guys the babies. Again, if anybody's interested in Honduran spiny-tailed iguanas, Tenosaura melanosterna, message me and we'll make something happen. Couldn't be happier with what's going on out here in the garage. Just you know, big Indy down there on the floor with her heat pad, full spectrum lighting. Val, the Russian tortoise, just her temporary quarters for the winter in that tub over there. And one iguanarium with Lucky and one iguanarium with a pair of Vanilla Smallwood that I had outside. So hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you're gearing up for a good Christmas, good holidays, whatever your way of celebrating this time of year. If you do that, if you don't, oh well, you don't have to. But until next time, take it easy. Whew, I'm sweating. All right, guys, bye.